what's up? It is your girl, Toni Dominique, Lovers and Losers. I have A-Lex here. He is not new to the music industry, but he is dropping his own album. He has some amazing people in his catalog, but we're not here to talk about that now. We're here to talk about you and this experience that you decided to tap into. What made you want to have an experience for young women or women in this exclusive experience?
So the project that you mentioned is my album is From a Seed, and since it's been a tough year, we decided we wanted to do something that just give people a little bit of support, give them a little hope, and maybe just take away some stress. So we had the From a Seed spot giveaway. I teamed up with the exclusive experience, and it just makes me feel good to just do so. I want to pamper the women. You know, it's a lot of women out here doing things on their own. And it's, I just want to help where I can. So if it's something like this, even just something so small, I know it's still a whole life they gotta go live, but something this small, could just brighten their day, and maybe just put them in a better direction, a better mood. So that's what it's all about.
Okay. With the song industry, what made you tap into wanting to go from a songwriter to an artist yourself?
I feel like as an artist, you got your own voice. As a writer, you can go against the grain, but a lot of times, you gotta go do what's working in the industry at the moment. So if you don't necessarily want to talk about violence or talk about sex or whatever it is that you might not believe in your heart, as a writer, sometimes you gotta get outside of yourself. And for me, I just knew I had my own voice, and I had things I wanted to express, and only I could, and then maybe only I would express. So, I had to just jump out there.
So what was the hardest part of that transition for you?
Probably finding a team. Like as a songwriter, you don't really gotta promote yourself to the public. You can work and network within the industry, but promote yourself to the public is a whole different thing. So me deciding to share myself, I had to start from scratch. I didn't know how to do promotions. I didn't know how to. I barely knew how to drop. I didn't know how to drop a song. I had to figure out how to release my stuff. I had to basically learn everything from scratch again. So, but over time, I learned, found my team, and I'm rolling.
Okay. With this new single that you have out, what motivated you to put that song out first?
So the Christmas song.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I got a Christmas song, Music Soul Child, and I guess it's kind of coming after. It's after the project, so it's the same vibe. We doing this spot giveaway for the women. I wanted to make a song people can play with their family, something that'll make them feel warm, and just be like, man, I'm excited for Christmas. You know what I mean? Like it's been a rough year, so it's like let's close this year out with some joy, and good vibes. And Music Soul Child, I knew that his fans would appreciate it. I knew mine would appreciate it. I feel like it was a no-brainer.
Now, was Music Soul Child the top person? Did you start with the project thinking like, okay, let me collab with somebody, or did that kind of just fall into place?
Everything fell into place. Like when I started working on this project, I didn't even know I was working on the project. Until I was about 11 songs, until I was about 4, maybe 5 songs in, when I decided like, okay, this is consistent. The topics are consistent. I'm making a project, and I didn't even realize I'm telling the whole story. So and once I decided in my head that I was doing that, it probably took me like 2 more months and to just finish the stuff. But everything, only other collab I had on From a Seed was Kiki Palmer. The Christmas song is separate. But that collab, I didn't know until the song was done. I had the hook and the first verse, beat, everything. And I was like, man, Kiki, I need feminine energy on this. Kiki Palmer, and we good friends. So I just reached out. She did it instantly.
There's something about having those networking connections. So when you become friends with the people that you work with, it definitely does build something in your shit, because they now are supporting you. And it's like, okay, I'm supporting you because we work together, but then you build that friendship. Like now I'm supporting you as a friend. So how does that make you feel?
And you can't even buy support. You feel me? People gonna support you where they not. You can do above and beyond for others, and sometimes they still might not support you back. So when I'm getting support from people, I never take it for granted. I'm always appreciative. I'm I'm like, dang, Kiki, you showed up and showed out. You know what I mean? Like, that support means everything.
With this experience here that you've created, do you see yourself doing more things like that?
Absolutely.
Or like this?
Absolutely. I definitely want to do a lot more like charity work, giving back. I'll probably volunteer more. Just get involved. Just get involved. You know, when you blessed, you gotta give back, and I feel like that's how you keep the blessings coming.
If you could tap into two types of people, one, songwriters who may be battling with that time to move over to the other side of the industry of being an artist themselves, what advice would you give them? And just people in general, artists that are trying to tap into being an artist themselves, what advice would you give them as well?
I would say you gotta be honest with yourself about whether your strength is in the creation alone or your strength is in presenting. Because it's a lot of writers that want to be artists and they don't know the package, you know, because being an artist, it comes with the whole thing. You gotta have a mindset, you gotta have the courage, you know, to step up and speak up. You gotta have an image, you know what I mean? A lot of this stuff can be learned, you know what I'm saying? It can be developed. But some people, as a writer, like, you can make millions. You can find, if you got an artist that already has all of those things that are starting these, and you can like, look, I got these songs ready right now to go, and if you did them, they would chart right now, get some money. You know what I mean? Because being an artist takes money too. And if you don't have money, you don't have support or resources already, it's gonna be even more hard for you. You know, so but I will say, if you're a writer and you like, look, I really know I got this stuff myself. You know what I'm saying? I can do this myself. I decided, because I would send out my songs as a writer, and everybody would be like, why don't you put that out? Almost 90% of the time. So, you know, I'm like, I just gotta listen to the universe. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't me on my own saying I need to do this. Like, everybody that I share myself with is telling me the same thing. So that was me having to get over my fear and step back into being an artist. I wasn't an artist because I was afraid to lose. So just be real with yourself, and if you really feel like, all right, I got what it takes to be a successful artist, then go in, start dropping. You know what I'm saying? Do not hold your songs in your computer. Just don't do that. Drop. I don't care. You know.
Right. Last but not least, because we know you do have an event to get out and network with. As we learn you as an artist and who you are, and you're growing and showing us your sound and your personality through your music, what is one thing you really want us to know about you?
I want y'all to know that I care. Like, everything I do it from the heart. You feel me? If it ain't true to me, I'm not doing it. I'm not saying it. I'm not sharing it. And I fight about it. You know what I'm saying? I love what I do. I want to lift others up. And that's my main goal. My main goal is just to make people feel good about themselves. And as long as I'm doing that, I feel like I'm doing a good job.
Awesome. Well, I really appreciate you talking with me. Everybody, make sure y'all tune in, Google his name, find his Instagram, follow him everywhere. What do you have social media that you can share?
Yes, y'all can find me anywhere online, A-Lex on the board. My music is on all platforms. So that's From a Seed, that's the new albums, iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, Amazon, wherever you need it. I'll let you.
Stay tuned, because we're about to show you this experience, because I know it's going to be phenomenal.
If she drive the boat, I'm a rocker. I hold my nose, I'm a diver. We not the same, I came from the bottom. He just a shrimp.
Alright, y'all, as promised, I was going to get some of these ladies in here to really let them know and let us know, what this experience was like. And so I have Nam in here. Hey, how are you? You are the first one that I saw to finish the experience that A-Lex put out here. And can you tell me a little more about how you got to have this experience?
Yes, he posted something about offering this experience to a few ladies who have some dynamic stories. And I was like, my story's not that dynamic. I don't know. I never win anything, so I typically wasn't going to apply, but I went ahead and did it. And then a few days later, I found out that I won. So I was like, look at God, looking out for me. But no, luckily I came in today and we've just been pampered and loved on. So it's been a really, really nice, affirming experience.
So what was your favorite part about the experience?
I would have to say the facial. I've never had a facial done. Like, I'm a DIY person. I do everything myself. And to have like a man rub up on my face and just be like, hey, how you doing? And care about my day, like, that was really, really nice. I enjoyed it.
So before this experience, were you a A-Lex fan?
I was not. And you know what's so interesting? I was talking to another person who went, why? And I was like, he's so kind, he's so caring. Like, it just seems like he's a good person. And that makes you want to follow him and become more of a fan. I wasn't a fan before. I had a friend who was a fan. And now that I've gone through the experience and I've met him, I'm definitely a fan.
Okay. Do you have any songs that you listen to that kind of stand out for you?
Today, I don't know them by heart because they've been just playing his album, I believe. And so, like, every song I've noticed, it's just, every song is good. Like, there hasn't been a song where I'm like, okay, you can skip this. You know how you can go on the little playlist you can skip. There's not a skippable song. Like, he just has good music.
Okay. So if you was able to tell the people something about that you've learned about A-Lex, what would it be?
I think he's a very genuine, kind person. I would say he's just genuinely cares about people. The fact that he even thought to do something like this and to partner with this establishment to provide women an opportunity to relax, like that tells a lot about somebody's personhood.
Sorry.
Yeah, I genuinely feel like it's just great.
Well, thank you so much for taking time to talk to me. I really appreciate it. Guys, stay tuned. We got a lot more to show you.
Bust down that therapy. She wet that water deep, yeah. She sweat that water.
All right, I have found another contestant on Your Price is Right. No, just joking. But I have Felicia here with me. She is another woman that won this great experience. So tell us about what it was like for you.
So submitting my story, you know, it's been tough. My story is basically about graduating with my master's and the journey that it took. It took about 3 years. I had a school close that I was initially going to. It closed in the middle of my program, so I kind of had to like reroute, figure out where to go from there. And of course, it's not as easy as I'm talking about it. I went through depression. I went through a lot, you know, trying to get to where I am now. And I just graduated last Saturday.
Congratulations.
So, yeah, thank you. So we made it to the end, but definitely wasn't easy. It's probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. So that's why I'm here. That's my seed.
Were you a fan of A-Lex before submitting your story?
I'm not. Didn't do that. But I actually have a good friend who, I don't know if he's on his team or if they're just good friends as well. He always promotes him. And I see it all the time. I don't know why I never checked it out before now, but I definitely been asleep. I'm sorry about that, A-Lex.
If you could tell him something about this experience and what it did for you, what would it be?
I would say it's been special. It really has to, like I mentioned, to have someone care enough to hear other people's stories and like their obstacles and everything that they've overcome, and then to do something nice for them on top of that, like that's just, you don't get that often. I think that's rare. I think this year has been incredibly difficult, and so for him to go this extra mile, you know, in the middle of a pandemic where people are already going through a lot of personal stuff, work stuff, whatever, I just think that really shows the kind of person that he is and speaks to his character. So it's been amazing. I'm grateful. I'm feeling blessed. I'm feeling like my skin glowing, my toes glowing, you know. It's been a good day.
Out of the experience, which was your favorite part?
Definitely the facial. That was my first facial. It was life-changing. Like, I'm never not going back to getting them. So I'm in there now.
Well, thank you so much for telling your story.
Thank you
and
for
talking to
having
me. I
me.
really appreciate you. Felicia, we had a great time. I still got a couple of more things I want to tap into y'all and let y'all see what's going on, but these women are getting pampered. I'm telling you, the experience is great. Shout out to his exclusive experience spa. They are doing some great things, and y'all just check it out, okay?
Check it out.
She said she went call away. She like to shake that like baby tape. I hope she back it up, back it up.
All right, everybody. I have Nia here. She is one of the lucky ladies who was privileged enough to have the experience from A-Lex. How do you feel about it?
I'm grateful for it. I haven't got a facial until today, and it was a great experience. And I have a pedicure after this, so it was everything that I needed because I haven't had time for myself. I have 3 kids, one a pandemic baby as they call it. So it was a great experience to be able to, you know, relax and be, you know, pampered.
What made you apply for it?
Well, somebody sent it to me, and I've literally like had a rough year, like with my child's father, like got physical and stuff. So it's been a rough year, like moving back to Georgia because this is where I'm from. And I came back, and it's just been rough trying to like get back on my feet fully with the kids. So They're like, you should try, you need it and everything like that. Cause I just had a birthday last month and I didn't do anything. So it's like, okay, I finally got that experience. Like, okay, it's a little late birthday gift, early Christmas gift for yourself. Since they did pick me, so it was okay. I'll see if they did and they did. So I was like, okay.
Were you a fan of A-Lex when before you got the experience?
I didn't even know really about him. Like, I just heard like off of Instagram. Cause I'm not big. Like, I don't listen to like I'm very like peculiar. So unless somebody refers me, I'm like, oh, I gotta feel it first. But I'm like, oh, I actually like his music and stuff. And then they like, I found out more about it after the giveaway. I'm like, okay. So I'm kind of like upset. Like, I don't want to feel like I didn't know about him. But I'm like, oh, I actually like him.
Okay, well, so you would say like this experience of meeting him and getting to know him definitely has created a fan?
Yes.
For you?
Yes, most definitely, yeah. Just his genuine, he's very a genuine person. Like, you can tell, like, from the music to, like, meeting him, he's not like a fake persona just to get, like, a little extra fan. Yeah.
Right, so you can tell it's not like for clout.
Yeah.
Okay. If there was something you could tell the people about this experience, what would you tell them?
I would tell them that it was basically like everything, especially when you're like going through stuff and you actually have someone like feel your story and stuff, and you're like, oh, I want to give you the experience to lessen your load. Just shows like as a person, like he's not just in this for like the money, the fame and stuff. Like, he wants to make a mark in what he's doing and around his community and stuff. So it was like a great experience, and I love everybody here for like peppering and stuff. So yeah.
And last but certainly not least, if you could say something directly to him about this experience, what would you say?
I would tell him, thank you so much for actually reading my story and feeling that I needed this experience, and even the talk we had together personally on a one-on-one was like life-changing. So, oh, I might have an aunt and stuff, like he tried to give me life pointers, and you don't know me, so you don't owe me this, but you're trying to help me better myself because you hear my story and you want me to do something. So I appreciate that, because a lot of people aren't my support. I don't have family like that. I have my kids, and that's really it. So having someone else come in and give me like that extra, like, I needed what I've been missing and stuff, I'm greatly appreciative of it.
Well, thank you for taking the time to talk to me about it. I really appreciate it. You guys, y'all heard another one, a great experience. Shout out to A-Lex out here doing things and changing in the community. Grammy nominated singer, songwriter. Stay tuned. We're going to keep showing you what's going on.
She might be a little gangster. Told her she might be a little tainted. Got a pad where I memorize, she checking all my statements. I hope she back it up this way. I hope she backing up, I want her to stay. I'ma pour some drinks for my when she pull up. That's all she needs, slow sips and roll the wood up. That's my little babe, call me, I got the hook up. That's my little babe.
Hi everybody, I have Brittany here, and as you see, she is still going through the experience. What's up, Brittany? I am doing great. How was this experience for you? This pedicure, how was it?
It's awesome. This is the first pedicure I've had all year. Everybody's getting so close in. I haven't been able to go to the spa or get a massage or anything that I want to relax.
So what made you submit for this company?
What made me submit? I guess I was inspired by the post that I saw on A-Lex. He's a friend of mine, and I was just like, I liked his story, I liked his album, I talked about his album, I felt like I could relate to it.
So that means you were a fan before you did one?
Yeah, I was a fan, total fan, it was awesome.
Do you have a favorite song of his?
Promises on his, I don't know if it was the last project or the project before, but Promises. I made some feel rain. Yeah, that's
So tell me about which part was the best part about this pedicure.
I guess the wax peel, that was nice and real wax on your feet, feet salt.
And lastly, since you were a friend, what is something you want us to know about him?
I would say that he's very honest, thoughtful. He really puts in a lot of work. Even when he has time to do something, he's really thinking of something. He's very thoughtful, very honest friend. just gonna make something you put out. Like you take some time, you take comments from others, does the work to get it done. As instruments and producers doing the sound, it's very experimental with the sound and really developed it to get it to where it is. That is awesome. Well, thank you so much for talking with me. I'm gonna let you continue to enjoy your experience and have a great time. Congratulations. Thank you.
I got the hook up. Know what time it is when you show up here tired. She a freak with me, but a lady in a book club. That's my little babe, call me. I got the hook up. That's my little babe, call me. I got the hook up. We back on that bush.
All right, everybody, you know this wouldn't be a proper session unless I got the manager of the whole establishment, A-Lex, formerly known as Exclusive Experience Spa. I have TK here. Hello.
What's going on? What's going on?
Hello. What made you guys want to collab with A-Lex on this?
Man, just wanted to show love to the ladies. Coming towards the end of the year, you know, 2020 has been a crazy year, so going into 2021, we just wanted to, you know, show love to women. You know, at the end of the day, you know, that's what it's all about, showing love, and why not show it to women?
Absolutely. Now tell us about this location you have here.
Now, this is Grant Park location, the Beacon in Grant Park. It's a new area, new location, a lot of new retails, a lot of new restaurants. It's just a great area, real diverse.
Okay. And how long have you been here?
We've been here right under a year.
Okay. And have you been the manager the whole time?
Yes.
Okay. What do you like about this area?
The diversity, just the different people that you get through here, of all cultures, all ethnicities, and we like to focus on different hair textures, so not just working with straight hair, curly hair, just switching it up, being able to provide a service to anyone.
Okay. And out of this experience, what do you think you gained the most from linking up with A-Lex?
Out of this, of course, checking out his album. The album is fire. And just showing love to women. We recently switched over, so we started off as a men's grooming spa, and we've been more focused on, you know, showing love to women, getting more female customers in, because we provide services like manicures, pedicures, and facials. So that's been a big focus. So I feel like that's the biggest thing that we got out of this event, just helping us move into our purpose of what we're trying to do.
And with the collab, what would be one thing you would say that you've learned about A-Lex in this experience?
That he's a nice artist, and that he has love for women. You know, I feel like that's real vital. You know, just showing women love and giving back, because sometimes a lot of women go through and they don't show a lot of things that they're going through. So just for him to provide a space where they can get serviced and just receive love that they may have not gotten in a different way.
Well, thank you so much for talking with me.
Appreciate you.
Remember, I know I've been saying it all interview long. This is A-Lex, formerly known as the Exclusive Experience Spa. So make sure y'all check it out. Check out the album, and just, you know what I'm saying, enjoy. Like, this has been a great experience for me, so I hope watching it has been a great experience for you.
Sure.
It really means a lot that y'all show up, you know what I'm saying? Even though it's a spa experience, y'all get pampered, this is a beautiful thing for me, and it just keeps me inspired to be able to give something back, make people feel better any way that I can. So we got these good bags for y'all, we got a couple slides for y'all, you know what I'm saying? We got these steps, and I just hope that y'all really enjoy it.
Ready to fight if they play with your slide. Be ready in 5, I'm on the way. I water you, water me from a sleep, baby. This some of that real east side shit. Decatur to be exact. Look at what you made. Yeah. She gon' blossom. I'ma love you through spring and summer. It's only autumn when she fall through. I got a green thumb 'cause I'm deep rooted. All of this water on me got some no drip. Green thumbs from counting all these blue strips. Green thumbs
From a seed spot giveaway, going excellent. That's pretty much it. That's really all I want to say. I don't want to mess up y'all peace. I really feel like it's a good vibe going. And that's all, man. Y'all just stay inspired, stay motivated. All y'all stories are so special. You feel me? don't let the world, you know, get the best of you. You feel me? Like, just get your best to the world. You just get your best for yourself, you know, the people around you, your environment. And even though when things feel like it's low, sometimes it's a journey. You feel me? It is a from seed journey. Like every flower, every seed, you gotta go through a storm, a sunny day, a bad day. So, you know, just know that you got it, like the power is in you. Do whatever you do, whatever you decide, commit to, you feel me? Don't grow, don't blossom, it's gonna pour into yourself. Alright? So, shout out to y'all. And thank you. Yeah. And much love to Get Exclusive. This video is by the fire. You know what I'm saying? Y'all really made out this. I appreciate that, you know, because I didn't even know it was gonna go down like that. Y'all yeah, so I really appreciate it. Y'all are just important as I am in putting this together. So thank y'all. Thank you. You know, she's a big player in this as well. 2021 is looking good, it's looking up. Closing this year out on a good note. You know what I'm saying? But